This is shit I'm
COVID was man-made, guys. A whistleblower said it. You can go off of that. You don't have to believe it. COVID was man-made in a Chinese lab, and it was released on purpose. You can look up Dr. Li Ming Yang.
Can I get into that?
Go ahead.
So in 2014, 2015, it's Chinese motherfuckers buying up all the buildings in Manhattan. As you said it earlier this week, the media center of the motherfucking, right?
Yes.
And we can all understand how having a communist regime basically ruled the media center of the world, right?
Yes.
You understand how that's an issue, right? If you had given Hitler that motherfucking platform, where would this world be right now? Right? And I'm not comparing Xi Jinping to Hitler.
You should.
Even though he does a lot of evil shit.
You should.
He's enslaving the Uyghurs and shit like that.
He does. He actually does it himself.
Yeah, he does it himself.
He says that.
So, in 2014, 2015, China goes from having like $300 million dollars invested in Manhattan buildings to the end of 2015, $8 billion. Right? And it was actually this dude who would come into Manhattan in limos and just say, hey, I want to buy the Waldorf. I'm gonna give you. I know it's worth $1 billion, but I'm gonna give you $2 billion. I'm gonna give you $3 billion for that shit that's worth $1 billion. And people knew once a Chinese is bidding on something, don't bid on it. Don't bid on it because you're not gonna win. So Donald Trump gets elected in 2016, and what happened? You fucking guessed it. We're selling all the buildings. We don't want it anymore, right? But if you you cop a pair of Yeezys and you pay $5,000 for it, the resale value is $3,000. You think you're actually gonna get to sell it?
Probably not.
Ain't nobody buying it for that price you just bought it for.
Yeah.
You overpaid for it. Oh, we selling all the buildings. No buildings are sold because no one's paying you the amount you pay.
Right.
Right. So and the guy who was buying all the buildings, they locked him up. And guess who controls all the buildings he has now?
I'm sure the CCP does.
The Chinese government. Google that. The Chinese government controls all
CCP.
the building, all the water, all of that shit. The Chinese government.
They always did. Now. They always did. He never had his own ownership because that's what communism does.
Everything. That's why Trump wanted to get rid of ByteDance and TikTok because of the information that these private companies was having. It's not private at all.
It's not private.
They passed a law that listen, you got to give us everything you got, right? So all of a sudden, fucking the Chinese motherfuckers stop investing in 2016, 2018. It goes from $8 billion in investment down to $300 million. It drops all the way down. They're not investing in thinking over. What happens in end of 2019, end of 2020? COVID. And guess what happens right after COVID?
What happens right after COVID?
They start buying buildings again. Because guess what? The market is demolished now.
The market is demolished.
Everyone's moving out of New York City. Shit is cheap. You can't tell me that's a fucking coincidence, bro. And the thing is, the reason why I bring that up is because Trump is against that shit. It's a reason why when Trump was in office, these motherfuckers stopped buying shit because they know Trump was against it. I'm not saying Trump is a fucking saint, bro. This is politics. All of them do bad shit. All of them do good shit. I'm just going to point out the good shit that Trump did because it seems like no one else does.
That's a fact. I can't shit on that statement. I can't shit on what you just said neither. And honestly, I agree with it. Yeah, like that shit is. I don't even know where to go off of that. Like that is what it was.
And people gonna try to fact check me. Oh, this nigga's lying. Go search it up, man.
No, that's a fact, bro.
This shit is all 100% facts.
Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?